Hi everyone and welcome to today's Staying Card. It's Friday. Today we'll be using some designer series paper from the Birthday Basic range, and the colour combination is basic grey, Bermuda Bay, crisp cantaloupe, gumball green, raspberry ripple and summer starfruit. These are the two papers I've chosen. So I'm going to use a crisp cantaloupe pattern and also this floral image. The cardstock we're going to be using is some vellum cardstock. It's good Stampin' Up, sturdy cardstock. And we've got wild wasabi and crisp cantaloupe as the base. And it's going to be top folding. So to mat it, I'm going to use the wild wasabi, and I'm going to use a designer series paper on top of the green mat to place down on the card front. Alright, so I've got a piece of 2-inch strip cardstock, and I have got the tag topper scallop punch. So I'm just going to place that in, making sure it's all the way in, punching down and moving that aside. Okay, so I'm going to also round the edges of the cardstock, but before I do, I want to first kind of have an idea where I'm going to stamp and how this embellishment's going to sit. So I'm just going to place that there. And the stamp that I'm going to use is from Kaiser Craft. This one is called Tea Break, and it's got everything is going to be okay. That's the one. No, we're going to be using Just Be Yourself, You Are Beautiful, Believe You Can, and You Are Halfway There. You only live once, but if you do it right, once is enough. So I'm going to use some Versamark ink and using Zing embossing powder in silver, the metallic finish. I'm going to heat emboss that on the bottom. So I'm just trying to figure out where I'm going to put that before I trim it. It's going to probably be around there. So I'm going to just have some kind of idea where I'm going to put that. Grabbing some copy paper, I'll get that right, and your Versamark. I'm just going to ink that and stamp it, just getting it straight. Stamping straight down, straight up. Whacking the silver embossing powder over it. Tapping that off. Like that. Actually, that's probably too heavy, so I'm going to stamp that again. So being generous with the Zing silver embossing powder, I'm going to put that through the heat embossing with the heat gun. Okay, so now that that's been heat embossed, I'm going to grab just my corner rounder and just my 1/4 inch side. I'm just going to soften the edges so it's not too hard and it'll look more like a tag. And that's going to go down there. So I'm going to adhere this strip down, just using my snail. I'm just putting it to the left hand side, like that. This is going to be adhered down here, and I'm going to be using some glue dots for that. Now I'd probably want to put at least 3 behind here, since it's such a big and 3D type of embellishment. Because you'll see you can see any dimensionals when you use the vellum, I'm going to hide it by using and punching some hearts out. I've got some hearts here. It's an old Stampin' Up whale heart punch. It's retired, but I'm going to use it just so it can help adhere down without seeing too much adhesive. So I'm just going to adhere it down just using these. Grabbing your Tombow Mono adhesive, I've decided I'm only going to stick to the small heart, so I'm going to put some there, and I'm going to place the heart there, and so it's just double double glued, and so I'm just going to place my finger there and let it dry for as long as I need it to. Alright, so what I would do is, now that's stayed put, I'm going to put some glossy accents, and I'm just going to make sure it's unstuck so it doesn't squirt all over my project. Okay, so just putting some glossy accents, and that will come up clear and shiny and just add that nice little touch to the card. Alright, so just adding one more touch to the card is just one basic pearl. Making sure it's got the sticky back on it still. And placing that down. Might not be sticking. It's got the sticky back, but might need a little bit of extra assistance with glue on this. There you go. Alright. Okay, so this actual button is from this Designer Very Vintage range. Alright, it's got some beautiful ones in there in the middle. Love them, they're very vanilla, just beautiful. Alright, so just play around with the ribbon if you think it's on the sentiment too much, but other than that, I'm actually pretty happy with that. So that's today's Thank God It's Friday, playing with some Designer Series paper and some vellum. Oh, just beautiful. Okay, thanks for watching everyone. Have a lovely paper crafting weekend. Bye.